this fun cardio drumming lesson you can do right in your own classroom, guaranteed to get your kids' wiggles out and get them back to working and learning in no time.
Hey guys, my kids have really enjoyed doing SEL openers at the beginning of our lessons or at the beginning of our day, and then checking back in later in the day to see how their feelings may have changed. So I want to show you something I made. So I've put together a PowerPoint with about 20 different SEL openers. Here we have the 7 dwarfs. We have weather words because we've been studying weather. We have Peppa Pig and SpongeBob, Mickey Mouse, and I just tried to pick different things that the kids really liked, things they were into. I also tried to make sure that there were words in there like hungry, nervous, sleepy, to really get a gauge on how they're feeling. If you want to use any of this, I'll be glad to share my PowerPoint.
Hey Alderman staff, in this teacher hack TikTok, I'm going to give you a quick idea of an easy way to engage students to really get them thinking and talking to one another. So this activity is called Picture of the Day. And the great thing about Picture of the Day is you can do it K-5, no matter the ability level, because the students are simply looking at pictures. So after a quick Google search, I found this awesome picture of what looks like a lion and a lioness. And so what I would do is I would have this on my board when students came in the morning or at a specific time before I launched a unit in science or in ELA with listening and learning. And I would just simply ask the students 2 questions. What do you see here? And what can you infer? Or what do you think? And so students would create a T-chart just like this, super low prep, right? For 3-5, you're gonna want to obviously use words like what do I observe and what can I infer? And then for K2, what do you see and what do I think? Now for kindergarten, your students could just kind of keep the thoughts in their brain, and you could do this as a model T-chart with them for now. But for grades 1 through 5, your students should be able to just write bullet points here. And if you wanted to just stop and just start with what do you see, right? Give them about 2 minutes to simply tell you what do they see in this picture. Well, they see a lion. They see green grass. They see a lioness. Okay. They see maybe some trees in the background, if you can kind of see here. So then once you get that, you don't have them share, but then give them some time to write down what do they infer or what do they think is happening in this picture. Well, I think the lion must see some prey because I look at his eyes and I can see that he's focused on something in the distance. And when you give students that opportunity to really say what do they think is happening, there's no pressure, right? But they are having to observe details in a picture. They're having to describe the details, but then they're also having to make some inferences. Pictures give students an opportunity to practice all these skills and strategies without any text, but then they can transfer that to their same line of thinking within reading. When they're reading, they're also looking and observing for details in a text. This is also opens up great conversation because they might say, another student, when you're sharing, might say, no, I disagree with you. I don't think that the lion is looking for prey. I think he's looking where he's going, and he doesn't want to run into the lioness here, okay? Or somebody might say, I think the lioness is getting ready to attack the lion because she's looking at him kind of with a mean look in her eyes. So it really opens up the door for a lot of student engagement, and kids love this. You can do it for launching of units. You can do it for, a quick morning work one day. You don't have to take long to do it. It would take about 10 minutes, about 3 minutes for students to look at the picture, 2 minutes for them to write their observations, 2 minutes for them to write their inferences, and then we would, of course, have a discussion that would be between 5 and 7 minutes. So I hope this idea has been helpful, and it's definitely something that you can put into play with just a quick Google search.
Hi, Alderman friends. I do not have a teacher hack for you. I have a teacher hack fail. Last year, I decided to try that teacher hack that says when your expo markers stop working, that you can put them in something and sling them around. So we had these lovely socks that we used to erase our whiteboards. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to try this. So, my kids are coming in. It's the morning time. They're doing their morning work. So I get my marker and I stick it in the sock. And I start slinging it around. And I sling it around for a good 30 seconds. The kids are all having fun. We're laughing. Well, when I stop and pull the marker out, I realize there's this spot on the sock of green ink. And then I realized that green ink has leaked out of the marker and is now all over my room. There's little green dots all over my face. There's little green dots of ink all over the desk. The kids are covered in green dots. It was everywhere. So needless to say, after that 30 seconds of slinging the marker around in the sock, I had a huge mess to clean up. And of course, the kids thought it was hilarious. For the next week and a half, we were still walking around the room going, oh, there's more green dots over here. So I would definitely not suggest the marker slinging trick. Beware.
Stomp and left foot stomp. You cha-cha with your right, you cha-cha with your left. You turn to the right and move to the left. Back it up and jump. And right foot stomp and left foot stomp. You cha-cha with your right, you cha-cha with your left. You turn to the right and move to the left. Back it up.
Hi friends, this is my file. It's called Save, and I've saved things from 1984, my first year teaching, until present day. Found some funny things in here I thought I'd share with you. Here's one. This one says, Merry Christmas, Mrs. Ham B. Gra. And somehow she's got a little dog there that she's barely holding on to, and I'm thinking that's probably a pimple on my face. And early years I had a lot of those. And here it is again. Dear Mrs. Ham B. Gra, have a great Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay? And they must have been impressed by my love for dogs. I mean, she is awful cute, isn't she? Here's another one. No name. No Mrs. Hilbinger. Just my dog. And here we have a note that says, Mrs. Hilbinger and me. Check out that ponytail, would you? Mrs. Hilbinger, thank you for teaching us reading and math, and thank you for giving us stuff. Check this one out. Mrs. Hilbinger. Happy Brit Day. To Mrs. Hilbinger from Gabriella. Happy Brit Day. I love it. This one right here. To Mrs. Hilbinger from Jennifer. Would you check out the hairdo there? No arms. kind of thin, which is nice, until you get to this one that says, Mrs. Hilbinger, from Brittany, you is my best teacher. You is my big teacher and my best teacher. What a compliment. There I am, her big teacher. Hope you enjoyed my walk in memory lane.
Okay, new rule. Raise your hand if you are a mammal of the ocean. No, put your hands down, none of you. Dolphin noises are done.
Hey everybody, this is Miss Bernie, Daynell M. Bernie, or you can call me D. Just a few things about me if you didn't know. I like to keep my nails done. I like to keep my hair did. I like to keep my eyebrows on fleek. I love my sorority, Zeta Phi Beta, founded in 1920. I enjoy going to tea parties at the Old Henry Hotel with my daughter Michelle. I like watching Netflix. Currently, I'm watching The Crown. Just moved into my new home. Enjoying my new single life. Just trying to be where the money resides.
Never have I ever. Teacher edition. Never have I ever caught a student cheating. Never have I ever been yelled at by a parent. Never have I ever jammed the copy machine and left it. Never have I ever had a colleague watch my students so I could use the bathroom. Never have I ever been called mom or dad by a student. Never have I ever cried at school. Never have I ever thought about switching careers. Never have I ever had to buy classroom supplies. Never have I ever had to work a second job. Never have I ever had a student thank me. And raise your hand if you still love teaching.
Hi, my friends. I'm here to tell you in less than 1 minute how you can use iStation in addition to Heggerty or the Assessment Remediation Guide to give you resources that match what the children are taking the test on iStation. So I'm going to go to Teacher Resources. And I have some students who, even though I've been doing Heggerty with them 3 days a week, they do not seem to be getting rhyming words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up rhyming words, or just rhyme will be fine. And here is what I get. Each one of these is a whole pack of information with all different activities on rhyme. Tier 3 is more explicit. Tier 2 is not as explicit. So this is how you can find something that you can use in addition to your 3 days of regular intervention that will help them make sure they understand what the test is asking. Have a good weekend. I hope you enjoy. I'm always happy to help anybody who needs it. Bye, friends.
Put your right hand on top. Now, mop, yeah, mop. Left hand first, now put your right hand on top. Now,
and it went like